Once you make it here and save, you can go ahead and start Monster if you've already taken the phone call and the question mark is on the screen. You just have to run into the marker. You'll start off, you'll jump in the truck and take off as fast as you can, and you're just going to follow the checkpoints. And try not to flip the truck, try to go as fast as you can. There's one thing we'll do here that's different than basically the intended strats. We'll pick up some rockets later on. So don't forget that, they're very important for a mission coming up. But you obviously don't really follow a road here, you just kind of jump over things. And hit each checkpoint as fast as you can. There's some places where you can kind of end up in the water if you're not careful, or you can flip the truck easily. There's rocks and stuff hiding in these, kind of like the bushes that you got to watch out for that can flip you. But otherwise, it's not too difficult. This is the start of Las Venturas, even though you're not in Las Venturas. You do some missions here at Torino's house. You do some at the airfield. You do some in Las Venturas, but it's all part of the same thing. Desert and Las Venturas section. Right here is scary. You can kind of go, you can bounce around and end up in the water down there, and then you'd have to reset. It's good if you saved. If you didn't save, you're kind of screwed right there. So keep that in mind. Be careful at that part. Up here is where we're going to get the rockets. You want to park. You don't have a whole lot of time when you get out of the truck, so you want to park close, and you kind of want to know where it is, run to it, and then run back to the truck. Once you hit this checkpoint here, go over to about this area, get out, run around here. This is where they'll be. Pick them up, and head back to the truck. Then you just finish the rest of the course like normal. Watch out for cars on the road here. You're pretty big, but if you hit them, they can flip you. This checkpoint, it says left. Just go straight up the hill here. The next checkpoint is up the hill. You want to get as much speed as you can to get up this hill quickly. So then you can turn left at the top of the hill. It's easy to flip it right here, the way the ground is. So watch out there, watch out when you jump down here. Once you do this a bunch of times, you'll kind of have an idea of where you can flip it, where some rocks are, things like that. Anything under 4 minutes and 20 seconds here is great. So just try to do that every time, and you'll be fine. If you're a little over that because of something happening, no big deal. As long as you finish in one piece and you can move on, then you're all good.
Okay. Boss was right about you. The boss will be in touch.
Once it's over, run through the house. The next checkpoint is going to be right here, where the other one was, but you have to take a phone call. So you just got to wait on that. Hijack is pretty simple. Once the hardest part of this is lining the bike up with the truck and keeping the speed. If you did this casually, you know that can be difficult. Once you do it a bunch, it's not that hard.
We can get on the freeway here, Holmes.
RNG can play a part here with cars on the road. What kind of cars are in your way? What cars are in the way of the truck? And they can hit the cars in front of you, knock you off the bike, things like that. So hopefully you get lucky with that, and you can focus on getting Caesar close quickly. If you do it right away, you have a good chance of the truck kind of going to the left and hitting the barrier in the middle. That way you don't have to back it up or anything. You just drive forward to where you're going next. But most of the time you have to back up or turn around. So just pull up here. There's also a strat with a pause buffer that can help you if you want to try that. Just kind of pause buffer right when you get next to it. That way you can't swerve around or anything. But once he's on, just let him beat the guy up, and then you'll eventually take the truck. And from this point, if you want to be super safe, you can drive straight and get off the highway down there. If you want to be faster, back up or turn around, however you can, go back the opposite direction. We're gonna jump down next to the where the pay and spray and stuff is. Right here, you got to be careful. There's different places you can go off the edge here, and you can disconnect the trailer there, so be careful. But usually you're fine, and you just drive into the marker, and you're done. So not super difficult. Once you're done, you should still have the NRG from before in your garage if you didn't use it on Torino's last flight. So get on it, and you're gonna take it, and you're gonna it's gonna get you back to Torino's house faster, and it's also gonna get you through the next mission faster as well. Again, your choice on the route to take here, whether you want to take the railroad tracks or the main bridge over there to the left, your choice. Sometimes there can be a train on here, so watch out for that. You can check back behind you if you want, every once in a while. Once you get the bike here, park it on the side like this, facing that way, so you can just take off. Answer your phone calls. Save if you want. Interdiction can be crazy. There's a good chance to die. Start the mission. You'll end up in the back of the house. You can jump on your motorcycle and take off. You're going to go up this hill here. You're going to get on the railroad tracks on the other side of the tunnel. You won't be on here for long. You're going to turn left. Not directly after the bridge. You could end up in the water if you turn too soon, but right about there. Jump down and take this road. Instead of following the road around, you're going to just go up the side of the rocks here. Try to hit it on the right. There's a little lift there. If you don't, that will happen. So try to stay a little bit. You see there's kind of like a hill, an incline that can help you get up. So just go across, jump down, straight across. You'll see there's the marker. There's a little ghost town. Drive directly into the marker. Just gonna tell you, pick up the rockets. Don't pick them up. Get back on this bike and take this up. We have the homing missiles we grabbed during Monster. We're going to use them here. If you grab the rockets that are there, you're going to have to manually aim them. It's going to be much more difficult. So stick with the rockets you have, and stick with the bike you have. It's the fastest, unless you had to take a car or something there, then grab the Sanchez. Drive up here and park it. I usually run backwards here to this area, shoot this helicopter. One of the main things you're looking for here as the helicopters crash, well, the main thing is don't die. The helicopter can land on you, blow up, and you can die really easily. But when they land up here, you need an AK. You'll need an AK for a later mission. these guys on the helicopters have AKs. If you don't get it, you'll have to get it from an ammunition or something. If they get out like that, if you're slow enough to where they get out like that, then you can just kill them on the ground and pick up the AKs, and it'll be much easier. But once you get, all you need is one. If you can get more for more ammo, that's great, but all you really need is one. Now you just want to take out the rest of the helicopters. Again, being careful to not let them fall on you. Remember to wait for the circle to turn red before you shoot. Even explosions in the air near you can hurt you, so be careful with that. There is a heart up here if you need it, right there. You don't need that parachute, but you can pick up that heart if you need it. Once you see this cutscene, you got everybody. So now run over to the other building, and there's going to be rockets here. Pick those up. You'll use those later. Go back to your vehicle. Sometimes a helicopter can land on your bike and blow it up. If that happens, they're going to replace it with the bandit, the bandito. What is it? It's like a dune buggy thing. Jump down here. You can pull back and push forward and land on the front tire just like you do in Badlands to keep from falling off there. At this point, you can go back to the ghost town that we started at and pick up some rockets from down there. Here, we're going to pick them up after this. But it's your choice whether you want to go do it now or go do it afterwards. The benefit of doing it now is you're going to save some time if your driving is good, because you have to wait for this package to land over here. So if you get here early, then you're just stuck waiting, and it could have been time spent getting the rockets. But if you came here first, just let the package land. Pick it up from where it lands, or just be standing in the area where it lands.
Where are you? You giving me the heebie-jeebies, man.
Carl, I will always be watching, or listening, or both.
After that cutscene plays, get back on the bike. Very rarely does that bike despawn. If it does, there is a helicopter down there in the water you can take. But normally the bike should always be there. Get back on the bike. Head back to the ghost town now. It's not far at all, and it's straight through here. We're going to pick up the rockets now, so don't go to that marker. Go back over here to where the vehicles were and the rockets you did not pick up in the beginning. Now you're going to pick them up. So with these and the ones you got on top of the thing, you have 60 rockets, which will help you later. The marker's inside this building. If you just run into the side of it, it will trigger it. And you can also keep your bike. If you end up driving into it, you'll lose your bike, but you want to keep it. So do that, driving to the side of it. Once the mission's passed, get back on the bike. And you're going to head back to Torino's house. Follow this way. It's kind of the same way you came here. Jump down onto this road, and you're going to take this to the railroad tracks. Be careful not to do stuff like that. Good driving will save you a lot of time. So try to pay attention in these moments. Once you get to these railroad tracks, turn left up this hill. This is going to be the easiest way for you to get on. And just get on over here, jump over that, or go around it. And go back over this bridge. Turn left here to go back to Torino's house. This is just a cutscene. So park your bike in the same spot that you did before, so you can have it to leave from here. Now we're going to head to the abandoned airstrip to buy it. So back on the railroad tracks. This time we're going to go a little further. Don't turn where you turned the first time. Just keep going. Now, once you get to this point, you can turn down here. Go past this UFO place. And the restricted military area is going to be on your right. And we're going to head to the airstrip, which is just north of that. Once you get here, you can just jump off the bike. You don't need it anymore. You're going to have to buy the property first. If you're scared, you can safety save to not lose your progress on Interdiction. Otherwise, just run up here to start flying school. Learning to fly. Pretty simple stuff. You may have difficulty with it just because it was difficult casually. There's not a whole lot of strats here. You just kind of have to do all these things. So take off. Lift your landing gear. Gain height. Go straight to the Corona. Go to the next Corona. Go to the next Corona. Then it's done. Super simple stuff. You just got to get comfortable with flying. If you have an issue with that, lots of practice will help. You only need 70% to pass. So that's usually the goal on a lot of these things. So like right here where we're going to land, we're not going to go all the way to the marker. We're going to land as soon as we can. So our score won't be great, but it'll be faster, so 75%. This way doesn't matter which way you want to go. Clockwise, counterclockwise. It's your choice, your personal preference. Always do this one. I guess you want to stick to whatever one. You want to stick to the same one so you're used to it. The muscle memory will help. But it's just simple stuff. Bank the plane if you need to. Use the rudder, left and right rudder, to turn. Make sure you hit all the Coronas, even if you think you're close. It might not give it to you. So try to get right in the middle of each one. Now you'll do it again, but you have to land. And you'll land the same as before, where you don't have to land in the marker. Make sure you land on the landing strip. If you end up kind of off, then they'll fail you. Try to keep it straight. Helicopter takeoff. The only thing here is you can kind of start to go backwards as you are gaining altitude. So you're getting closer to the marker earlier. Turn around whenever you want. And keep gaining height until it appears. If you go too far forward, you might miss it. So there you go. Once it appears, just go straight into it. Landing the helicopter here, same as before. Do it early. But you do want to wait until the marker does show up, or else they'll fail you. So go down, keep going, and then once it shows up, then you can land. But if you land too early, you'll be failed. Destroy targets. This is something that is going to be personal preference. You can do different views. You can do the first-person view. You can use the guns. You can use the rockets. Normally, I use the guns here. I was having controller issues this day, so just use the rockets, which is totally fine too. But you have the 3 trucks here. Spam the rockets. Hold down on the gun. Whatever it takes to just blow all those up. If you do miss one, you can just turn around. You're heading back this direction anyway. Get it on the way back. Once you get it, head over to these vehicles. Again, you can use first-person view if that's easier for you. Guns, rockets, whatever you want to do. Just take them both out. This just may take practice to be able to do this quickly. But once you get them both, then you can land anywhere on the runway again. You don't have to land in the marker. Fly straight forward. As soon as you hit that first corona, pull back and do a full loop. Then hit the second one. If flying's an issue for you, if you struggle with it, this will probably be some of the more difficult ones. This one and the one next. And the one previous. Because you got to have a lot of control over the plane to get these correctly. But after a lot of practice, again, not too hard. Same thing here, just do a barrel roll. Push forward on the stick so CJ falls faster. It's going to tell you to open your parachute, but you can actually wait a little bit. So it'll say open it now, but you can wait. I usually wait till I'm past the clouds, then I open it. And then you just have to make sure he lands in the marker. Anywhere is fine. You don't have to land in the center. But obviously you have to land inside the circle there. Once that's done, you're good. If you'd like to save here, the next mission, if you have issues with flying, next mission will be difficult. So save here for safety's sake. If not, if you're straight YOLO, just go for the marker. It's not a mission that needs to start at a certain time. Answer the phone calls. If you start skipping phone calls right here, you might miss the ones that like unlock the casino and stuff, which we need. So start this mission. N.O.E, Nap of the Earth. What you're going to do, get in the plane. You're going to turn to the right. The first part of this is the hardest. So right here, you're going to take off. Retract the landing gear. It's going to help you gain altitude. You're going to actually go to the top of this structure right here, whatever this is. And you're going to land the plane up here. You got to be on the highest part. If you're kind of down low on the side or something, this won't work, but land here, stop, get out. If CJ has that parachute on his back, you're good. Mission accomplished. And you can take off again. That's what we're trying to do there, is get that parachute. You'll use it for the next mission. So if you're a little too low, he won't have the parachute when he gets out, so you'll have to get on the highest part of that. There's other places that you can land to do that. Just make sure you're landing on a high, somewhere with a lot of high in altitude, and you'll usually get the parachute. You can also do that on the way back. If you'd rather not do it on the way there, you can do it on the way back. If it doesn't work on the way there, you can save it and do to the same location on the way back. Other ones will work, like I said, but yeah, that's the hardest part of this. Staying low can be hard too if you're not used to flying. Once you've done this mission a lot, it will become second nature. You'll know where all the things that can hurt you are, and you'll steer clear of them, and you'll stick to your specific route that you normally take. A little bit of beeping from the visibility thing is not a big deal. It's going to happen. Even if it fills up all the way, it's not a big deal. It's just kind of like a warning. You don't really want it to fill up more than once, though. I think that's when they start sending jets, and you got to watch out. Be careful of the trees here. It looks like nothing's there, then all of a sudden there they are. There's a spot you can fly in between the trees here. Make sure you hit this Corona straight on, and then turn around. Sometimes it won't register. It's weird like that. Stay above the trees there, and then go back down. The rest of this is just flying low. Watch out for the lights, the trees, the signs, all that stuff. I usually like to go over the airport here. Staying above the runway is easier than staying above water. That will keep the thing from beeping. You do want to avoid the military base, so don't go too far to the right here. When you get back to the airfield, you're going to land it on the runway. Once again, if you didn't get the parachute the first time, do it again now. But when you land this, obviously, if you want to save next because you have issues with Stowaway, park the plane near the like the little house area over here. Otherwise, you can park it back at the marker for Stowaway. Totally up to you. Wherever you can land it, get out, and you'll have the parachute, which you'll need here. So you have an AK from Interdiction. You have the parachute from N.O.E. What you're going to do here is going to be really quick. So pay attention. Get onto the plane quickly here. Once you're on, switch to your AK. What you're going to do is slide out of the plane and right at the last minute shoot the ground. And then that's it. That's all you need to do there. You don't need to kill any of the people on board to get a parachute. You don't need to put a satchel down. Just do exactly what you saw there. I know it went really fast, but all you're doing is sliding with the AK, and you're shooting the ground right as you slide off the edge. Make sure you shoot the ground right as you slide off the edge. That's why we get Hitman level way earlier in the game, so you can shoot and move at the same time there. Once you're diving out of here, you want to go towards the casino marker you see on the mini-map. You're going to go along this road. Once you're above this road, kind of stay on it. You'll have the quarry to your right. You're going to grab a plane from somebody's house over here. If you get too close or you're looking at it when you get there, there's chances that it could not spawn. So it's the house up there in the top kind of left right there. And so I want to kind of not look at it. I want the camera to face down. You don't have to open the parachute until that says open the parachute. So you'll be wasting time if you open it any earlier. Once you get here, you can just grab a bike or a vehicle, or you can just run if you want. But you're going to come right here to the left at this house, and you're going to get in this crop duster. Answer any phone calls you have. Get in the crop duster, and we're going to head to a helicopter. We're not going to go to the mission yet. The helicopter is going to be straight ahead there, that building that you see, the tall building to the left. On the other side of that building, there's a parking garage, and there's a helipad on top of it. That's where we're going. What you're going to do is fly directly above the helipad, and then you're going to jump out right above the ground. So this is a common thing you'll do in planes to get out quickly. So have your button ready that jumps out. You can actually kind of, if you hit the helicopter here, the plane should just go right through it, but come directly close to the ground, jump out, plane keeps going, you're good. Get in the helicopter. And now we're going to head to the casino. We'll use this helicopter for a few missions, so it's important to get it. If for whatever reason you die on one of these missions and you lose your helicopter, go to the airport. You'll be able to get in because you got your pilot's license. Get a dodo or something and fly back to that helicopter, this one right here. It should respawn and you grab it and then you do whatever mission you got to do. Because it's pretty important until we kind of lose it naturally during intensive care. As you approach the casino, a cutscene will play. Your helicopter will keep moving during the cutscene, so you want to slow down right here. Park the helicopter in this area right here, and it won't despawn. And then run inside to start the first casino mission. You can't run fast in certain parts here, so jump over that, run across here, jump again right here, run down the stairs, jump, jump, and run. That will make more sense. If you haven't played this, that'll make more sense once you try to run in the casino. It's really slow at certain parts, but if you take that kind of that route right there, you'll move faster. Fender Ketchup, there's a few different ways you can do this. The way I do it is by staying in this little area and doing left handbrake turns back and forth. So as you can see, the scarometer is going up as I come out of the turn. So I do the handbrake turn, get back on the gas, and that's when it goes up. You can also do this on the main road right there around the casino. Just do a lap around the casino and keep doing left handbrake turns, then straight, left handbrake turn, straight, until you go all the way around the casino. You can also go over to a gas station across the street and do it over there if you need to. But totally up to you. Handbrake turns are the way to go. No reason to do much more than that. But once you get it, you can drive into the marker and you're done. Now you'll have to run back to the front of the casino to start the next mission. You can see our helicopter still right there. Again, you'll be fast on these stairs, then jump across this carpet, fast on this, jump across this carpet, fast on these stairs, jump twice here, maybe 3 times if you need to, and then you're fast on the stairs again. You can also slide there if you want with like an AK or something. Totally up to you. Now we're going to the quarry. We'll use our helicopter. Any of the missions here that we use a helicopter for can be done without one, but they're a lot faster with one, so that's why you want to have it. Fly to the quarry, and you're going to see a marker at the gate. Just fly directly into it. You don't have to land perfectly or anything like that. Just bring it down. You might hit the fence a little, but once you get in the marker, it's going to trigger the cutscene. Here, you'll get back in the helicopter that's parked right here, and you're going to fly down to the bottom. Try to park it kind of in the middle, to the right of the thing right there. You'll see. I park it right here. If you park it too close to the wall behind you, it can despawn. So park it, get in this truck, and you're going to run over 4 boxes, get out and pick up the dynamite. None of these guys here will hurt you too bad, so you don't have to worry about that.
Hey, that's dangerous. Who's this asshole?
Doing them in this order will be the fastest. First three, super easy. The last one is moving. But you'll kind of figure out where it's moving.
Here.
So when you come around here, he'll act like he's going to the left, but he's not. He's coming this way. So go around here, hit it. If the forklift catches on fire, try not to have this truck near it. If it blows up and blows the truck up, it could fail you. Once you grab that last one, run back to the helicopter. If you don't get there before the cutscene, no big deal. But you're going to just take off in the helicopter, ignore whatever instructions it's giving you here. Head this direction. You'll fly over the gate. There'll be guards there, and they'll shoot at you a little bit, but it won't be an issue. You're going to fly directly over the highway here, and you're going to land in this spot. Try to land to the right here, so you don't just like mow the guy over that's waiting there for you.
Delivery for Woozy. Hey, you be careful with that.
Alright, you'll get back in the helicopter, and you're going to go back to the casino now. I think on this next mission you can actually land the helicopter closer to the front door and not have it despawn, but I still, for safety's sake, always park it in the same spot. Right there on the side in the dirt area. You've had your chips. It can be a bit difficult. So there's kind of a lot to learn here, but it's a really quick mission if you do it correctly. So just try to pay close attention to everything that happens. Land your helicopter here. Like I said, hard mission. If you want to save, you can save. The save marker is right here, so it's not out of the way. It costs you maybe like 10 seconds. Run into the casino, start the mission. Jump, run, jump, run, jump, jump, run. Armor is a good idea. There's armor across the street here. You can get it before you start the mission or after. Armor will always spawn right there. So pick that up, head back to your helicopter. You're going to take your helicopter there. There's nothing you really do with the helicopter in the mission except for traveling. But it's the fastest means, obviously. There's different places you can park. Some people park actually inside the factory area. I always park in the street, but totally up to you. Because this mission's so difficult and it goes so fast, I'm going to try to break down everything we do first and then show you the mission in real time. So hopefully you kind of have an idea of why we're doing the things we're doing here. But it can be difficult if you don't do it a certain way. And I'll explain why. So just land your helicopter here in the street. Make sure it's not too close to a pole or the wall or something, because then it'll be hard to take off. Jump over here. Now you're gonna shoot a rocket inside the factory. The only thing that's gonna do is kind of teleport you to the door right there so you can start the mission. So once you do that, the very first thing you're gonna do when you're standing right there under the door is turn around behind you, and you're gonna shoot the blue container over here to the left. You're gonna shoot the bottom right corner of the blue container. That's gonna take out this car and the guys in the car. You're gonna turn back around, and you're going to shoot some of the boxes right there to take out the next guy. So those are the first two things you're going to do once you end up right there. It's going to go really quick, and then we'll explain what happens afterwards. So there's the rocket. To start it, you end up here. You turn around here. When I did this, I did it wrong. I didn't shoot the square box here. Should be a little bit further right, kind of lined up with the edge of the container. So you'll see why that didn't work. Shoot that guy there. Okay, then you're gonna shoot this guy that's running up over here. To accomplish that, you can just shoot the forklift. If you shoot that forklift, it will usually blow him up. You're good. All right, so you shouldn't have to do this. I messed up and didn't get that guy. All right, so next, run in a little bit, and now you're gonna shoot the guys up here on the balcony. Bam, you got him. All right, there's another guy running. It's very important that you kill this guy on the balcony. He's to the left up here. Shoot the balcony, shoot the ceiling, whatever it takes to kill him. Make sure he dies. He has an automatic shotgun that will take you out in just a few shots. So once he's dead, you're good. You can shoot this guy against the wall. Shoot in between him and this machine to take this machine out. This is the pattern I do. There's different patterns you can do with the machine. This is the way I like to do it the best. So we shoot him. That machine gets taken out. I shoot that machine. So there's 1 and 1. I shot a single machine and a single machine. So now, when we get here, you're going to shoot 2 machines at the same time. The reason we do this is because after you destroy all these machines, there's going to be another wave of guys that you're going to have to deal with, even before you're done destroying all the machines. On the 3rd machine you destroy, it triggers a guy outside with a shotgun, another one of those automatic shotguns that will tear you up. So, to skip the 3rd machine, we shoot either 2 machines together and another 2 machines together, or we do like I did. You shoot 1 machine, you shoot another machine, a single machine, and then you shoot 2 together. By shooting 2 together, it's going to skip the 3rd one, and you're going to miss that guy outside. So what you're going to do here is shoot the wall above the 2 in between, and it's going to destroy both of them at the same time. So this way I'm doing it is 1, 1, and 2. After you do those 2, after you destroy the 3rd and 4th machine together, it doesn't matter the order or how many you do or any of that. Just destroy them as fast as you can. So what we'll do here is destroy these machines. There will be guys shooting you to the left. Ignore them and just shoot it. Bam, we got 2 together. We're good. We won't get the shotgun guy. And now we're just destroying the rest. Be careful of those boxes in front of you. You can shoot those and blow up easily. Once you destroy them all, run out. There's going to be some guys that pull up in a car. Ignore them. Don't shoot them. Don't worry about it. Run out as fast as you can. If you're lucky, you won't have a wanted level. Get back in your helicopter, no problem, and take off. Alright, so I'm going to show you that again full speed. Okay, so you'll land your helicopter. Make sure you're not too close to the wall or pole. Jump over the thing. Pull out your rockets. Shoot a rocket into the building. This will transport you here. As soon as you get here, turn around, shoot the bottom right-hand corner of that. Shoot the box over there to kill that guy. Shoot that forklift. You shouldn't have to do this. Run in right here and shoot the guys up here. Once they're dead, there's going to be another guy here. Shoot him. Make sure you shoot him. Shoot the wall to kill that guy and blow up that machine. Blow up this machine. So we got 2 single machines. We're going to come over here and blow up 2 together. Very important. Alright, the 2 together are done. Bam. Now it doesn't matter. We're just destroying the rest. However you want to do it. Once you hit the last one and the text comes up on the bottom, run out. Don't ignore that car to the left. They're going to get out and try to shoot you. They won't be able to. You're too fast. Bam. That's it. You've had your chips. It can be, if you don't do it a certain way, it's going to be super difficult. So, learn that way and practice and get comfortable. Make tweaks to it, however you want to do it. Up to you. But that's probably the run killer in Las Venturas when you're first learning how to speedrun this game. So learn how that works, and you'll be good. The rest of this is cake compared to that. But anyway, back in the helicopter, fly back to the casino. Again, land it in the dirt area so it doesn't despawn, because we're still not done with this helicopter yet. Sometimes you might have some wanted stars here, so be careful of cops when you're landing, when you're taking off from the factory, or when you're landing back at the casino. Just check your surroundings. Them shooting at you, no big deal. Them busting you, running up to a helicopter and busting you is a big deal. Get out. We're going to run to the side over here. You're not done with the mission yet. You got to run into this marker. You can jump the wall or you can run around. And then the mission will end after this awesome dialogue.
Hey, Carl, how'd it go?
Tell Woozy we'll be getting no more trouble with them counterfeit chips.
Okay, now run back to the front. This next one, you don't have to go into the casino. The marker is going to be outside, so don't accidentally run past it. It's right here. Sometimes it's hard to see with the red carpeting there. Run back to your helicopter. We're gonna go pick up these guys. We're going to the blue marker there. If you fly directly to it, straight to it from here, you're gonna fly over the military base, and that will cause problems. So I typically try to go to the right of it here until I'm clear of the military base, somewhere around the abandoned airstrip, and then I start heading towards the marker, just to be safe. But yeah, you definitely don't want to go over the military base here. You want to make sure you have this specific helicopter because it has passenger seats. It has 4 doors, which is what you need. If for whatever reason something bad happens and you got to take a car up here, make sure it has 4 doors because you're picking up 2 guys. As you come up to the marker here, you'll land. You can land quickly. You don't have to be safe or anything. Just fly into it. After the cutscene, you'll be out of the helicopter. You'll have to get back in it. They won't follow you here. You'll have to fly closer to them to let them in. Be careful not to, like, hit them or anything.
Wait, kiddo, wait!
Make sure they are in. Then take off. Head to this marker. You're going to go to the snake farm.
So where's the rest of the band, guys? Macca, where are the boys?
I don't fucking know, do I? I remember snakes. Lots of snakes.
It's a snake farm not too far from here. We can go
It's
check
another
it out.
marker you can just kind of fly directly into. You're going to have to kill 4 people here.
Looks just like
You can shoot them with the AK, or you can blow up. You can just shoot a rocket and blow them up right there. Get back in the helicopter. Sometimes you'll get a star, sometimes you'll get 2. If the police are on you immediately, and you're trying to take off here, but you're trying to wait for them, a good strat that will help you is if a cop is running up to bust you, hold the horn button, and you won't hear a horn with a helicopter, but the cop will react to it, which will stop him from running up to bust you. He'll throw up his hand, and that will give you time to let these guys in, or whatever the case may be. If you're trying to take off after you've had your chips and there's a cop right there, it will work then also. Anytime there's a cop coming to bust you, car, helicopter, whatever, hold the horn down to stop them from approaching you. You don't have to kill those people at the snake farm to advance the mission, but you have a higher chance of soft locking the game if you don't. So just kill them quickly and then leave. You're gonna fly back, or you're gonna fly to Caligula's. This is your first time at this casino. You're gonna land the helicopter kind of in a certain way here. You'll see the marker right there. If you land it directly in the middle, it'll despawn. Try to go a little bit to the right, but slow it down. Don't, if it goes too fast and goes all the way up into the wall up there, then you're gonna have a hard time getting out of there because it's gonna be too close. So just kind of gently land it to the right, and then it should be there. If it is too close to the wall, take this time right now to kind of push it like this away from the wall so you can take off, because we're waiting for a phone call. We can't do the next mission until we get this phone call. So push the helicopter away if you want, or if you need. Take this phone call and then go inside. This casino is different. You can run full speed the whole way. No need for jumping, sliding, or any of that stuff. It's to the left here, and once you come out, you're gonna get in the helicopter. Be careful. If you start gaining too much height and you're kind of hitting the ceiling, helicopter will blow up pretty quick. So just try to stay low until you can get out of there. Try not to hit the trees, obviously, and then just take off towards the marker, which is the hospital. Now this one will be another one of the markers that you can kind of just land in quickly. You don't have to be any precise or anything. CJ will go inside, ask a question, but you don't need to get back in the helicopter. You're automatically back in the helicopter once he's done there. So you can take off. Now you're going to head to the red marker on the left there, the furthest left one on the mini-map. You can go on the left of the Visage here, or you can stay to the right and come around the road. I like to go this way so I can straighten the helicopter up with the road because we're going to smash into the ambulance here. So your blades won't work. You have to actually have the body of the helicopter hit the ambulance, and you have to do it kind of with a little bit of speed. If you have issues with that, you could just get out and shoot them or something. But yeah, you got to try to hit them with the helicopter. And once you've done that, you're looking for one of these two things to not be moving. One of these two markers, one of these two ambulances needs to not be moving. The one that's not moving is the one that we're looking for. Sometimes it can fool you because it can be at a stoplight and you can think this is the one that's not moving, this is it. But they might just be at a stoplight. So you'll come down here, look inside. If they're wearing black like this is the ambulance, kill them. If they're wearing blue, it's not the ambulance. Go to the next one. So kill those guys, kill both of them quickly. If you kill the driver and not the passenger will slide over into the driver's seat and take off. So kill them quickly through the window. And then get in the ambulance and head towards the yellow marker you see on the mini-map. If I get this ambulance, I usually like to take the route across from Caligula's, which goes near the hospital and near the airport. Totally up to you how you get there. When I go this way, I'll usually drive down this road, the road that's straight across from the Caligula's entrance. Turn past the hospital, turn left here, and then I'm going to shoot across the highway. Break that fence. Not too fast, but just enough to break it. And then you'll just come around this corner and it'll be this factory right here on the left.
Hey, Johnny, how you feeling?
I didn't think he was gonna be discharged till tomorrow.
Stay in the ambulance. Turn left out of there. We're going to head to Misappropriation now. It's over here. The marker's at a house over here. So you can cut across here. And go through the neighborhood. The ambulance is not terrible for driving. It's not super slow. When you get here, I usually like to try to park across both lanes there, block traffic, because when we come out, we're going to look for a faster car. I mean, if there's nothing great, you can take the ambulance. This is a little bit faster right here. You could also take the cop car if you wanted to. But a lot of times you'll have pretty fast cars, sports cars and stuff right there. So take whatever you can, whatever you want. Get on the railroad tracks here. You're not going to take the railroad tracks all the way. You're going to get off here. So just kind of go left. Get onto the highway here. If you want, you could just drive to the airstrip, grab like the N.O.E plane, and fly the rest of the way. I usually just drive. So I'll end up at this road here.
Brilliant drive.
And we're just going to take this all the way. Just have to pay attention to the other traffic. is kind of far. You're going to go over the water here, over this bridge, and then it will be on your left. So once you get to this bridge, you know you're almost there. We're going to just run up the side of the mountain. So pull the car to this area, get out, and then just run up this mountain. You'll be able to just run up the side of it, no problem. Run over here. You see the red arrow. This is the guy you want to kill. So pull out your gun, kill him. Kill this other guy too if you want. Pick up that briefcase, the evidence dossier, and run to this helicopter. The other one will be locked. Don't try to get in it. Get in this one. They're going to shoot at you right here. Try to get out of here as quick as possible. They can actually cause a lot of damage to your helicopter. You can actually shoot those guys if you want, if it'll make you feel safer, if you think they're going to cause too much damage to the helicopter. But once you're in, take off, head back towards Las Venturas, head to Caligula's. Once you get close to Caligula's, you can actually do the same thing you did before. Park underneath the little area right there, the entrance. I like to park further away. If you park here, make sure you're not too close to trees or the statue or anything. But I like to park in the grass, just to make sure I don't damage the helicopter coming in or out or anything. Up to you where you want to park. But once you're out, run inside, start the mission. Once you come out of here, you'll have Ken with you. So run over here, make sure he follows you. He can get hung up, he can get hit by a car, all kinds of stuff can happen when you have any kind of NPC with you on these missions. So just make sure he gets in, and then you can take off and head to the meat factory, where you drop Johnny off with the ambulance. You'll just land. There's no marker here. You'll just land in the parking lot area, and then you'll get out and run into the yellow arrow right there. Sometimes it'll jump out like that. I don't know why. You're going to use a lot of rockets in here, so you can shoot a rocket to blow all these guys up. If you need health, it's in that room to the left right there. Come over here, shoot these guys, shoot rockets at the walls, at the ground, not too close to you. They can shoot your rocket. Once you shoot it, if they shoot it, it blows up in your face, and you'll take a ton of damage. Again, you're shooting rockets everywhere. If you're worried that you're going to shoot yourself or something, then just use a regular gun to kill somebody. If you need armor, it's in that freezer right there to the right. Be careful though, if you're not quick, they can lock you in there. They can lock Ken in there. Shoot these guys. You're just blowing people up with rockets at this point. You can shoot directly in there to shoot that guy, or you can shoot on the ground like I just did. Once everybody's clear there, he'll say, okay, it's clear, you'll come in here. There's a few more guys left in here. I typically don't want to use rockets in here because then it'll start a fire. You'll have to run through the fire. So just kill everybody. Once you're done killing everybody, it doesn't matter where Ken is. Once it says all the witnesses are dead, head for the exit. You can just go straight to the exit, leave him behind. He'll end up outside with you. So right there's the door. Once you come outside, get in the helicopter. No use getting in the passenger side there. You can't leave helicopter doors open. So just run to the driver's side, get in.
We need some wheels. Get me back to Caligula's. You calm down and follow my lead.
You're going to fly back to Caligula's now. The meat business can be difficult. Bad things can happen. I've died a lot on there. They can blow up your rockets easily. You can shoot the wall in front of you. You can shoot some kind of machine in front of you. Get the health and the armor if you need it. Don't get locked in. Just practice, practice, practice. And you'll kind of get a pattern of how you want to kill people in there. When you get back here, the marker will be to the left there. Just fly the helicopter in it. Be careful around the roof and stuff, the ceiling of that. Helicopter's going to despawn right there. Nothing you can do. Run out here to the street. Sometimes you'll find a bike or something. If you can, perfect. If not, grab any car. You're going to go down to Woozy's Casino. And all you have here is Fish in a Barrel, which is just a cutscene. But you got to do it. So now's a good time to save if you want. If you're worried about safety or you want to replenish your health, you can do it on the way in or on the way out. You can see the $ marker also in this casino. That's for the casino heist missions, which don't need to be done in any %. You can beat the game without doing them. In all missions, you would do those. So save if you need to. Save if you want to. Get back on your bike or any vehicle. Head it back this way. You're not going too far. You're going to go to the D on the map. It is Mad Dog. You have a phone call right here that you can answer quickly.
Where can I find a secret shop?
Once you're back here, run back here. This guy will be standing next to the truck. Take his truck. Pull off quickly.
What the fuck you doing?
So he doesn't pull you out of there or anything. Drive over to this marker.
Jump, it'll save your
Fastest way to do it is just go straight into the marker like that. And then during this part, while he wobbles around up there, turn around and face the other way, because that's the direction we're going to go once we have him in the truck. But you just have to kind of follow him with the truck so that when he jumps in, or when he jumps into the truck, into the boxes part. So back up a little bit if you need to, go forward if you need to. Make sure it's lined up. Once you get him, cut through here.
Time to take your sorry ass to rehab, you drunken idiot.
You'll end up on the strip where you gotta watch out for traffic and other kinds of things you could hit. That's what's gonna kill Mad Dog if you wreck the car just a few times. But the place we're going is to the left, so I cross over at a certain point. There's different routes you can take here. There's even a route that takes the highway. So totally up to you how you want to do it. I do it this way. I take the wrong side of the road up to this road. And then it's going to be right here on the left. Once you're done there, you can turn right out of here. Turn left at any point, or just go all the way down here to get back on the strip. I'm gonna head to Caligula's. You're not going very far, so you don't really need to change vehicles. But this truck is pretty slow. There's a couple of missions in Las Venturas that have some boring flying parts. But once you come out of there, get on the bike. There will always be a bike right there for this mission. You can cut across the highway there jump over the barrier if you want, or you can go down here and turn. Head into the airport. You're going to go to the hangar over here. There is armor in the back left corner, so if you want that, just drive the bike right towards it and then jump off. Then you'll roll right into the armor. Now we have full armor. We can get in this plane. I'm going to take off to the left. It's not hard to take off. You can basically take off almost immediately. You'll be flying for a couple minutes before you actually get to the plane that we're looking for. So just slowly gain altitude. Watch the marker, the yellow marker in front of you that you're heading towards. If the triangle is pointing up, it means it's higher than you. If it's a square, you're on the same level. If it's a triangle pointing down, it means it's lower than you. You don't want to get too high or too low. You kind of want to be near the same level. I like to get a bit higher than it. So it's easier to turn because we're going to have to turn around and hit a Corona that is following a plane here. So you got to pay attention to that. Pay attention to where the marker is and how high or low you are compared to it. If you do this correctly, you can do it quickly. You can just turn, make like a U-turn, and basically hit the marker. If you don't, which can happen a lot, just follow the plane, and you'll eventually catch up to it somehow. And once you hit the Corona, then the next part of the mission will start. But like I said, I like to stay a little bit to the right of it, a little bit higher than it, or at least on the same level. It will come into view eventually, and once you see it, you'll know, if you need to go up a little bit, go down a little bit. So we saw it, we went up a little bit, now we're turning and trying to get into it. If we would have got it perfect, we would have hit it as we turned. So we missed it just a little bit, but we were right there. Right here, super easy. Just shoot these guys. 4 guys, shoot them. You can't just headshot these guys. If you do shoot them in the head, it can kind of just knock them onto the seat. They'll be standing on the seat instead. But you do have to shoot them each multiple times. Then you'll have the pilot. You'll shoot him a few times.
I ain't going down without a fight.
And now you're the pilot, and you're flying the plane back to Las Venturas. So hardest part of that mission is getting behind the plane and getting into the Corona. The runway that you're going to land on is straight. You're going straight here. You won't have to turn anymore. Once you see the airport and the runway, get ready to land. Land as quick as you can, and just bring the plane to a complete stop. Even if it has to back up a little bit, just make sure it stops. That's what's going to trigger the end of the mission. All right. So once the mission is over, you're staying in the plane. Take off, gain speed, take off, and then turn back this way. You're heading to the abandoned airfield again, and you're going to do the same trick where you kind of jump out of the plane. So you're going to get it close to the ground. You don't want it to land because then CJ will dive out. If you get it close to the ground and then jump out, he'll kind of just stand on the ground instead of diving and rolling. So point it down, jump out, you're just standing, you're fine. Answer this phone call, skip the phone call. You'll need to save here if the time is not right. It has to be 20 to 6. So save once, twice, whatever you need to do. And then you're going to start the mission, which is down here where all the missions start for this location. Alright, Black Project. When you're running in here, if you need the armor super bad, you can grab it there. If not, you can get it at your next location. Just run past everybody here. If you leave that armor, you can get it on the way out. You don't need to be quiet. You don't need to sneak. As long as you're not in the light, they're not going to see you. You're running straight to this crate here. Ignore the yellow marker on your map. You're not going there. You're going right here. You're going to shoot it and jump down inside of it. Shoot this to get through. Over here, I like to shoot all these guys in this area. Boom. Take them all out. And now we're going to go up in this room, and we're going to pick up the minigun, and we're going to get the armor. Pick up the minigun there. Very important. You'll need that. Jump down here. Run through the M4s if you need ammo. Don't switch. Don't pick them up. You want to keep your AK here. With your AK, you can slide and shoot. So slide through here. Shoot these guys. If you have a controller, you can get close to them, cycle through targets to lock onto their head there, and shoot them. Reload your gun right there by switching at that point. Do the same thing through here. Only shoot the guys you need to. Follow this route. You might have to watch this a few times to know exactly where you need to go. You don't need to disable any kind of SAM site or anything like that. Pick up the armor, pick up his card, unlock this door. In here, there's going to be guys all the way down the staircase, so you have to kill them all. So you'll run a little bit, pick up ammo where you can, shoot them, run some more so you can see the next set of guys, shoot them, switch to a weapon that lets you run faster if you want, going down these stairs. There is a strat where you can jump from the top and just land into the jetpack, but it's risky. If you miss it, you're dead. So this way is slower, but it's definitely a lot safer. Get into the jetpack once you've killed everybody. Take off straight up, turn right. One little thing like that, so you're facing this way. Go out here, stay low. You didn't disable the SAM site, so they can shoot you. Pick up this armor if you left it and if you need it. Then head out here. Continue to stay low while you're in this area. Then you can gain height as you're getting out of it and just head towards that marker. Gain height if you need to here. It's not a problem anymore. Land in the marker. Meet the truth here.
Girl, dude, man.
Hey, here you go. You better stash it somewhere fast.
Far out. Have a nice trip, dude.
Hey, wait a... was it too much to ask to get a lift into town?
And he left you. So grab the Sanchez. You're going to head down to the C you see there. This is the mission where you're going to kill Pulaski, High Noon. I like this mission because it's very easy. It's very quick. It used to be very hard for me casually, but you have to chase him down and shoot him. But here we don't have to chase him down very far, at least. So just head down here. It's in this little ghost town where you were before for Interdiction. You have a phone call right here. But after you take that and skip it, stand in this marker. It's going to happen kind of quick. He's going to take off running. You're going to take off running after him. Run to the car. Run to about the back tire. And you're going to push the car. Make sure it turns so it's facing the building. Get in the passenger side and do what you do to kill the driver, like whenever you're stealing a car, and it'll kill him immediately, and that will be the end of the mission. If you don't kill him when you get in the passenger side, you have to run him over. If for whatever reason you can't turn the car, he gets away or something like that, he doesn't have to go very far for you to fail the mission, so you can just wait it out and then restart the mission right there. But once you're done, once you've passed it successfully, get in his car. It's a Buffalo, it's fast. Take off this way. get onto this main road here. Kind of stay to the right here. If you go straight right there, you might flip the car. So go around it. Here, you definitely don't want to just start this mission. If you want to save, you can save, but don't start that mission there. Go down here and get on the bike before you start it. This is going to reset the AI accuracy so they don't just totally wreck you. So you're taking this bike here just for that purpose. Once it starts, you're going to take off towards the green marker. You're going to shoot some guys on a train. You're going to shoot some crates on a train. And look for the green goo. So the easiest way to do this is you're going to land on a rooftop over here. And shoot all the guys from the rooftop. Or shoot who you need to shoot. There'll be 3 crates. The first 2 you shoot will not have what you're looking for. The last one will. You can shoot the guys around the last one. So as you get on the train to pick it up, they're not just shooting you at close range. You'll see this little area, the little train station right here with the blue roof. I like to fly to this next brown roof here, land, and from here I'm going to shoot. Because I have the auto aim, I'm gonna just cycle until I get the crates. Your main goal here is to shoot the crates. The guys at this point don't matter. Shot the first crate, it broke. Shot the second crate, it broke. Now you're on to the third one. Once it breaks, it has what you need inside. You can kind of kill these guys if you need to around it. If you don't, no big deal. You're just going to quickly drop down, pick it up, and take off, so they shouldn't be too much of a problem. Once you have it, you're heading back to the airfield. If you're low on health, you might want to fly higher there to get away from any kind of cops that are shooting at you or anything else. This small marker is where you need to land. You're good here. The next mission is in Las Venturas, so we're going to fly there. Take phone calls. Save if you want. The plane you're going to use is not great. It's the N.O.E. plane. Jetpack's super slow here, so don't worry about it. The plane's not here. If this happens, it's probably because I have that bike there. All you need to do is reload the save that you just made, if you made one, or go save and load. Come out and head back down there. The plane will be there. Get in it. And if you're comfortable taking off straight ahead, you can do that. If you need to turn left, you can do that. That might be an issue too. Or you can turn right here. Just make sure you don't hit anything, like any of these airplanes laying on the ground here. Make sure you don't stall out like that if you're trying to gain altitude too quickly. And just head towards Caligula's Casino. You're going to jump out of the plane close to the ground like we've been doing here. There's a lot of things you can fly into and die, so be careful where you land. Usually have a good opening right here in front of the casino where you can do that. The plane will blow up, so be careful. Be careful that you're at an angle where it can kind of skip on the ground and go straight and not go directly into the ground. But run up to the door and go inside. Alright, there won't be any kind of vehicle for you here, so grab whatever pulls up.
Hey, I'm just a street criminal. What can I say? I'm a star. You can't.
You're not going very far, you're just going to the airport.
I want to immigrate from here.
The plane you're going to take is going to be to the right at the end of the runway here. There's going to be a lot of guys you're going to have to kill at St. Mark's Bistro, so if you need armor, go past the plane here, and there will be armor just floating here near the fence. Get out and grab it, get back in your vehicle because you're kind of far from the plane, and drive back. Gonna take off and turn left. Now this is kind of a long flight. This is not the same as Freefall where you have to be kind of directly at the marker, but I like to try to be, because if you kind of don't pay attention and end up really high, then it won't trigger it. But you're not really heading for anything here. Once you get to the area where the marker is, it's just going to automatically put you where you need to be. You're not going to have to fly into anything directly. But I still like to try to keep it level here, not end up too high. Once you get there, the things you want to look out for are the shotgun guys downstairs, and if the main guy gets stuck, he can damage you a lot too. But where you first end up, you just want to kill all these guys. If you have the AK and all the ammo from Black Project, you can just take them out really quickly. Walk over here, there'll be guys right there in front of the bar, and then guys coming up the stairs. Once you've killed everybody, you should have a satchel still from Stowaway. Throw it against this railing, not down below, but just against the railing. Blow it up there. That should kill both the shotgun guys downstairs. Come around here, shoot this guy. Sometimes he'll get stuck there and have really high amount of health. If he runs away, he'll be fine. It'll be easy to kill. But if he gets stuck there and has the high amount of health, use the minigun. It'll be the quickest way. Follow him around, shoot him. It's not hard at all. Come out here. There's 3 guys here you got to kill. Once you've killed them, the mission's over. So you're basically just killing everybody in there. Now you're back in the plane. So you got the long flight back to Las Venturas to sit through. This way, the runway is going to be, you're going to kind of come in perpendicular to the runway. So you're going to have to kind of, I guess, go just a little bit right so you can turn left and land. This is flight CJ101 that you are in. And you're going to take this, you're going to do the same as you did after Freefall. You're going to stay in the plane and take it to your next mission, which is going to be home in the hills at the casino. Normally when I do practice segments, I end at St. Mark's Bistro and start home in the hills as RTLS practice segment, just because it's kind of a difficult mission that takes a lot of practice. So if you're just practicing RTLS, it's easy to kind of reset, do it again, reset, do it again, reset, do it again, so you can learn it faster instead of it being at the very end where it would, I guess, basically be low to save, do it again, low to save, do it again. It will kind of ruin your practice times. But totally up to you how you want to kind of divide the practice segments up. Because it's totally meaningless. In a real run, when you get here, you're just doing it and then you're going. You know, you're not stopping at any point. Come to a complete stop with the plane, and once you get the mission pass, you can take off again. You're going to head towards the casino. If you're super YOLO, you can fly right in front of the casino and jump out. I like to fly to the right here. There's a big area where you can jump out easily without blowing the plane up in your face. So once you're here, take all the phone calls you can. If you need armor at this point, it's across the street. You really won't because you can get it kind of right at the beginning of the next mission. I like to save here because anything can happen on Home in the Hills. But this is, in any percent, this is the last mission you'll trigger in Las Venturas.
You ever jumped before?
Nah, you?
Nah.
When we land, we're gonna feel invincible.
I am invincible!
Hey, wait up! Wahoo!
When you jump out of the plane here, push forward to fall fast. I look at these two houses right here, and when they're almost out of frame is when I pull the parachute. I pulled it a little early here, but if you do pull it late, you will die. So once you land, just land right here. You're not trying to land on the house or anything. You're going to run to the house. Don't take a car. If you take a car, the AI accuracy is going to be through the roof, and you're not going to get through this mission. If there happens to be a bike right there, you can take it. But running is usually what you're going to end up doing. Once you get here, jump the fence. Run around. These guys usually won't mess with you. Don't bump them or anything. Pick up this armor if you need it. And then crouch in between this area right here. And you're going to just wait. You're going to wait for some guys in parachutes to arrive. And then you're going to go inside. But right now, you don't need to kill anybody. You'll just kind of be wasting your ammo if you're killing these guys. So you just hide, chill, and wait for those guys up there to land. And it will tell you when they land. And that's when you can go. If you try to go early, it'll say get back to the roof. So don't leave here until it says you can. Until it says take the triads into the house. Alright, it says it. Jump down here and run around to this door. Switch to the AK. And because you're going to shoot a bunch of people right here. You got two people in the bushes there. You got these guys. Now you're going to slide through the house.
Die, motherfuckers! None of you are leaving this house alive!
Kill who you can here. Or you can just slide right past them. I kind of got stuck right here. I normally would not kill these guys, but because I got stuck and my slide stopped, I needed to. But you're going to slide through here. You can't kill Big Papa at any point here. Kill this guy who rolls out. You can go straight through here. You're just following him since you can't kill him. When you come into the house here, or into this part of the house, there's that guy you can kill. Sometimes those people can get in your way. You can kill them if you want. Around the corner here is another guy.
I'ma fuck with you.
And then there's these two people last. And now you can just follow him outside. Switch to the weapon that's directly next to your minigun that allows you to run fast. So in this case, it's no weapon for me. But I know that just one switch to the left and I'm on the minigun because we're going to need to use that right here. We're going to have to be quick with it. So here, run, jump up on this wall. You can even go a little bit further right there. Jump up here, quickly pull out the minigun and shoot him right in that little area. Usually you'll blow him up right there. If you don't, then he's going to go one of two ways. He's going to go right or he's going to go left. If he goes left right there at that fork in the road, run across that field Once you get to the other road, you can kill him right there with the minigun. If he goes this way, run over here, and you'll have 2 chances to kill him. You can kill him up here. He'll be in the left lane. You can shoot him right there. If you miss him there, you can shoot him down here in the left lane. But you obviously got to be using the minigun here. So once he blows up, that's it. You'll never need to chase him. You'll just want to kill him from one of those areas. But run back to the house if you had to use backup strats to catch him. And here you can save because Vertical Bird is next and it can be difficult. Or if you're totally YOLO, just start it.